Let this circle represent $1 million. This $10 million would look like. This is what $100 million would look like. And this is what $1 billion would look like. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, has a net worth of 117 times this number. And then there's you. You're probably working a job right now, one that you got from the degree you studied for in university. You likely don't have much in savings. Your living expenses seem ridiculously high, and you feel as though you're not paid enough. You have credit card debt that needs addressing and perhaps student loans from a degree that you hope can lead to a well-paying job. Wealth and getting rich seem like distant dreams. You may wonder how others achieve their success, especially those millionaires and billionaires who reach their status at such young ages. It baffles you and makes you angry. They got lucky, or were born into wealth, or maybe they cheated their way to that money. It feels unjust, and you might think that they are smarter while you are just unlucky. The dreams of buying a mansion, your favorite sports car, paying off your mortgage, or traveling the world seem like nothing more than dreams. Nothing more, nothing less. You come to the harsh realization that it's a rigged game. It has always been rigged from the start, and you're on the losing side of it. But what if I told you that you were wrong? What if there was a way to achieve wealth, a real equation to wealth, and a science behind how money works? What if you didn't have to abandon those dreams of paying off your parents' mortgage or traveling around the world? Would you call me a liar for saying so? I promise I'm not. And by the end of this video, you'll understand there's a side to the coin that you're not being shown. However, I warn you, the road is tough. It's filled with struggles and ups and downs. It will require confronting some difficult truths that the school system and society haven't told you yet. Let me be clear, many of you will not make it to the end of this road. But for those who do, at the end lies wealth beyond what you thought possible. The freedom of never having to worry about money again. So, are you with me? If so, let's not waste any more time. 1. The lies you've been fed. What do you really think about money? Is it something you work for? Is it earned or inherited? Is it the root cause of all evil? Are you desperate to have more of it? Have you been chasing it for most of your life? The truth is that most of what you think about money has been influenced by your upbringing and environment. If you were born into a family without much money, you're more inclined to believe that you'll never have much money either. Alternatively, some may decide to make as much money as possible to avoid that position again. The fact that your school didn't teach you much about this subject doesn't help either. Because of this, many of you will hold false beliefs about money that won't aid your journey. Now stick with me here, because we need to change how you've seen money your whole life. Hollywood often depicts the wealthy as evil, backstabbing, entitled, or corrupt individuals. The question is, have you bought into that stereotype? A recent report from WealthX showed that among the world's ultra-wealthy, those with a net worth of $30 million or more, 68% are self-made. Every other study seems to back up this conclusion. Warren Buffett is a self-made billionaire. Howard Schultz was born in poverty. Oprah Winfrey also came from humble beginnings. Jeff Bezos is self-made. Elon Musk is self-made. Sarah Blakely is self-made. What do these individuals know that you don't? The truth is your equation is all wrong. You've been taught a two-dimensional equation. Money equals salary earned from a job. Beyond a certain point, getting a job becomes the sole purpose of your education. So what's wrong with that? If you're watching this, I assume you want to make a lot of money in a short amount of time. If that's your goal, then this equation for generating money will never get you there. We all have a precious resource, the most important resource, and once it's gone, there's no way to get it back. Time. In a standard job, the amount of money you earn depends on how much time you invest in that job. For example, if you earn $20 an hour and work 40 hours a week, it would take nearly 24 years to reach $1 million without subtracting taxes or expenses incurred over those years. And let's not forget inflation would diminish the value of that $1 million over time. The reality is that on a salary of $20 an hour, becoming a millionaire would only be possible at an old age by living frugally while most of your precious time slips away. So again, how do self-made millionaires and billionaires achieve such success at young ages? The truth is they have better equations than yours. They understand money in ways you've yet to grasp. Part 2. The truth about money and wealth. Pay very close attention now. Stop chasing money. In a capitalist society, the rules are simple. You're paid in proportion to the perceived value that you provide. The market, the consumers around you, determines this perceived value. People often complain about football players being overpaid. However, for players to earn millions, there must be significant market demand for football in the first place. It's not about how hard someone works. For example, the cleaner sweating through his shift earns far less than an accountant sitting behind a desk because the market perceives their values differently. significantly. The cleaner can be replaced easily. Learning his job isn't difficult compared to an accountant who has spent years mastering numbers and saving clients thousands on taxes. Even so, we discussed how getting a job isn't the right equation for accumulating wealth quickly. So how can we increase our perceived value? Look at people like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos. What makes their perceived value so high? The first step in this equation is straightforward. If you want money, solve problems. If it solves a problem effectively enough, money will flow toward it. Think about all the problems Amazon addresses, eliminating the hassle of shopping in stores or waiting weeks for deliveries, while providing cheaper prices, along with solving issues faced by other companies Amazon partners with. Jeff Bezos helped solve billion-dollar problems and was rewarded handsomely for doing so. If you've been chasing money directly instead of seeking solutions to problems, then you've been approaching it all wrong. It may sound paradoxical, but focus on identifying problems first. What do people wish existed? What frustrates them? Is there an inconvenience worth solving? A problem worth solving. The final step in this equation for wealth involves finding scalable solutions to problems. Your solution must impact many people. Opening a local restaurant isn't scalable due to its geographical limitations. However, creating a franchise expands reach significantly. If your solution involves software development, a scalable product, you can grow infinitely online without worrying about production costs since everything operates virtually. Good luck finding infinite scale with traditional jobs. But beware, does your solution require personal time investment for income generation? For instance, as a yoga teacher, charging $100 per hour means you've simply created another job disguised as a business due to time constraints. Creating an online yoga class available 24/7 allows scalability without needing constant personal involvement after initial setup. This is critical. Automation plays an essential role too. Systems and processes keep businesses running smoothly when implemented correctly. Once you've identified viable solutions accessible within your market space, remember, it's not about personal ego or passion. The market doesn't care about those factors. Now, with your profitable business operating under effective systems in place, it's time to reap what you've sown. Part 4. The reward. At this point in your journey toward wealth creation, two paths emerge. Continue running your business or cash out through acquisition. The moment someone buys into what you've built over years. This could resemble Instagram's acquisition by Facebook for $1 billion, or PayPal's sale to eBay netting Elon Musk $165 million. If continuing operations seems appealing due various reasons, perhaps out of love for what you've built or belief in its potential value down the line, you've solved market problems effectively while receiving favorable rewards. So now I ask, what was all this effort truly aimed at? Part 5. Your money or your life. For many individuals pursuing wealth, it was never just about accumulating money. Money represents merely paper, a number on screens whose value relies solely upon collective belief systems backing them up. Ultimately, though, it wasn't about monetary gain. It was always about freedom. Your destination encompassed feelings rather than figures. The ability to do whatever, whenever, without worrying over finances. How many hours slip away due mundane cycles dictated by jobs lacking fulfillment? For some individuals, accepting reality means following established paths until circumstances change, but others yearn for financial liberation. So let me remind everyone once again, stop chasing after mere currency. Instead, pursue solutions addressing real-world issues. This represents true pathway towards discovering wealth. If liberty through financial independence resonates deeply within, let solving problems become meaningful struggles guiding life's pursuits. Will happiness follow such endeavors? Only each individual can answer. But if struggles bear significance, they might just be worth undertaking. In conclusion, this encapsulates equation leading toward wealth creation. Of course, I've omitted intricacies surrounding entrepreneurship/business topics far too vast for singular discussion. But should anyone wish embark upon similar journeys, I recommend exploring works authored by MJ DeMarco, who inspired me profoundly throughout process. Most importantly, remember that many will fail along their paths due various reasons, but embracing failure while swiftly moving onward remains a crucial aspect towards success. If engaged elsewhere outside traditional business realms seeking profit, ask yourself, which problems am I solving? This inquiry could unveil opportunities, enhancing monetization efforts, even within jobs/careers. By identifying ways to solve additional challenges at work, you'll possess leverage necessary to negotiate higher salaries. Ultimately, I'll conclude reiterating message shared repeatedly throughout video content presented here today. Stop chasing after mere currency. Instead, seek out solutions addressing genuine challenges faced daily.